We back up in this thing, man. Match week 10 has just concluded. Shout out to that man, that myth, that legend, Cristiano Ronaldo, for reaching 700 career goals with his goal against Everton. Now, I was going to bring up Lionel, but I'm going to go ahead and let Cristiano have his sign because I seen something on Twitter that was real interesting. I seen something about Lionel only having 9 less club goals and 118 fewer games played. I'm gonna let Cristiano have his shine though. I ain't gonna bring it up no further. I ain't trying to start no riot in the comments, but this is what I seen on Twitter. Them BVB boys break a 8-game losing streak against them Bayern Munich boys by tying the ball game up in the last minute. I'm talking about it was only 4 minutes added time. I'm talking about Anthony scored that hole with a header. 4 minutes of added time. That's super duper clutch right there. BVB tied them Bayern Munich boys 2-2. Party Saint-Germain, what in the hell was up with them PSG boys? They tied 0-0, didn't score a single goddamn goal, not a single goddamn point against some Roma club. I never heard of them Roma boys, maybe I need to do my research. But PSG got hella yellow cards, and of course that man Sergio Ramos got him a red card. He got 2 yellow cards in the span of 30 seconds. What in the hell y'all Party Saint-Germain boys had going on? Apparently it was a frustrating ass game, and I can tell because it ended 0-0. I'll be frustrated too. And you know what's interesting? This is the only game this season where PSG didn't score a goal. And guess who didn't play? Oh, Lionel. Fro boy Nell, Mr. Lionel Messi, man. Hey, and I heard that boy ain't playing against Benfica. I don't know why. Let me know why Lionel not playing against Benfica today, man. We gonna see what goes down. To the Premier League. Here go them standings right here. The top 3 is the same as last week. Arsenal at that top spot. Man City in second. Cock boys in third. Them Brighton boys was in 4th place, but when they lost to Tottenham, they got bumped all the way down to 7th place and everybody else moved up. So now in 4th place, we got them Chelsea boys with 16 points. They been on a roll with that Potter dude, man. I'm talking about 2 games in a row where they won 3-0. And then we got Manchester United real close behind with 15 points sitting there in 5th place. Now for the relegation scene. Them Leicester boys done got demoted to last goddamn place. They're in last of the Premier League standings. Let me find out y'all boys finna get relegated, man. Nottingham Forest in 19th place. They ain't won a game in about the past 5 games. Wolverhampton at 18th with 6 points. 17th we got them Saints boys, Southampton. And then in 16th place we got Aston Villa with Steve riding in with 9 points, and it's 3 teams tied with 9 points. Leeds, Crystal Palace, and Aston Villa. That's how close them boys is to the bottom, bro. Speaking of relegation at the bottom of the table, bro, we gonna go ahead and get this Bournemouth and Leicester City game out the way. Oh my goodness, Leicester City, they looked horrible. Leicester manager has to be next up to get sacked. They the ones who started off the scoring, and it was early too. It was early as hell. I'm talking about 10 minutes. First 10 minutes of the game, the ball was around the middle of the box. It was pinging around, bouncing off everybody's foot, and that boy Preston Daka ran up. He knocked that hoe in. They got the lead early and held that lead all the way up to the last 20 minutes of the game when Bournemouth scored 2 consecutive goals damn near 3 minutes away from each other. I'm talking about throw in, taking quickly, real quick. Threw that hoe to Solanke. Solanke on the run, moved across that box, tried to shoot it, and it got deflected off of a Leicester City player, and then that boy Philip Billing came through to save today, knocked that hoe in for Bournemouth's first home game goal since the opening day. And less than 2 minutes later, I ain't gonna lie, this was a nice goal. That boy Billing had like a little chip lob pass towards the middle of the box. Solanke headed that hoe. Then Ryan Christie hit a jumping Rocket League bounce pass shot. He's different for that. I ain't never seen nobody do no jumping Rocket League bounce pass shot. I ain't gonna lie. That hoe was cute. That was cute. That was a cute ass goal. But yeah, them Bournemouth boys beat Leicester with Leicester moved to the bottom of the damn table in 20th place, 2-1. Chelsea versus the Wolves, my boy, Christian. You see what happened when you start my boy Christian Pulisic. Good things just go happen. You see what happened when you play my boy Christian Pulisic in his correct position. Not in no damn wing back. Not on the wrong side of the field. He is a left winger. You play him at left winger, good things just go happen. And that's what Potter seems to see. Shout out to that man Potter, because he got them Chelsea boys right. This is the 2nd game in a row where Chelsea done won 3-0. And Reece James was on the bench this game. And Aubameyang was on the bench. And Raheem Sterling was on the bench. And them boys still got them a clean sheet and whooped up on the Wolverhampton Wolves. Man, Christian almost hit him a mean ass outside to be easy. I'm talking about a mean ass LB curve shot top right corner, but they goalkeeper decided to turn into Superman and block that hoe. He know he could have let my boy Christian hit that hoe, man. At the end of halftime, that boy Mason Mount had crossed that hoe to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz headed that hoe in to get Chelsea a 1-0 lead going into the half. Then in the 54th, Christian Pulisic and Mason Mount, you know they buzz, right? They like best friends and whatnot. Look, give it go, smooth, give it go. Christian and Mason Mount. Christian went on the run. Mason Mount back to Christian. Christian had the ball, went on with that keeper. Knocked it in just like that. That's Christian Pulisic right there. That's the Pulisic we all know and love, man. Give my boy some more PT, bro. Give him some run. Give him some spin. Shout out that boy Mason Mount too, because that was his brace assist right there. Then in the 89th, that boy Armando Broza got his first club goal for Chelsea. Everybody clap it up for that, man. Dribble to his right, struck it in at the bottom corner to put the icing on the cake. Boy, Chelsea boys over Wolverhampton. 3-0. Manchester City versus Southampton. We already knew what was gonna happen in this game, bro. That man Cancelo. It's the 20th minute. That boy Cancelo had the rock. He was like on the outside corner of the box. He hit a fake shot. He had the defender turned around like a mud. He dribbled up, knocked it in at that bottom right corner, just like that. We had some City Taka action going on. Rodri had poked the ball after somebody passed to Riyadh. Riyadh to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne the goddamn field folding for the assist, just like that. Just outside of halftime, that boy Riyadh hit him a little wind up like Luis, famous Rocket League bounce pass shot to make the score 3-0. Then that boy Erling Haaland got him another goal. A lot of people were scared. A lot of fantasy owners were scared that boy Erling wasn't gonna score. He say, man, y'all just wait. Some more City Taka action going on. Cancelo and Kevin De Bruyne had them some give and go action. Cancelo to De Bruyne. Cancelo went on the run. De Bruyne to Cancelo. Cancelo to the middle of that boy Erling to tap that hoe in. Haaland hit that hoe to the back of the net for his 20th goal of the season, and it's only the beginning of October. Man City over them Saints boys 4-0. Newcastle versus Brentford. Oh, Brentford. Is this the same Brentford that beat Manchester United 4-0 early this season? Because them boys look like Dookie. They look like Dookie. Newcastle is a good team. They sitting at number 6 on the table, but goddamn. That man Bruno had him a game. Them Brazilians are so goddamn tough. Brazil is so stacked. They World Cup roster is so goddamn stacked. 20 minutes in the game. Trippier with a long ass cross to the middle of the box, and that boy Bruno hit a mistletoe drop kick ass header to open the scoring up. And oh my gosh, Brentford's keeper this game. That boy Raya, I have him on my fantasy Premier League team too. Raya passed that hoe straight to Wilson. Wilson dribbled a little bit, passed that hoe to Murphy. Tap in for Murphy, just like that. Coming out the half, Newcastle had got a handball, and of course, Ivan Toney's taking a penalty. And you already know Ivan Toney don't miss penalties, so you might as well go ahead and tack that point over to them Brentford boys. And it was 2-1. The game wasn't out of reach just yet. But then that boy Bruno hit him outside that bees. And when you hit a goddamn outside that bees, it's like that. Ain't no coming back. And that was for his brace too. He got a brace off that outside the bees. Ain't no coming back from that. The score was 3-1 at that point. And Brentford was still nothing up. Somebody on Brentford tried to do a back pass to Raya, the goalkeeper. It was a poor ass back pass. Almiron say, oh, thank you. He ran up, took that hoe, scored it just like that. And then Ethan Pinnock got him an own goal in the 90th minute to make the score 5-1. Newcastle whoops that ass. Brighton versus Tottenham. You already know Brighton came to play ball this season. Brighton is a tough ass team, bro. It was a tough game for Tottenham, but Tottenham ended up pulling it out. 20th minute, Sonny boy had the ball. I'm talking about he booping it over people's head, crossing towards the middle. That boy Harry Kane hit a header while he was falling on the ground. The goal over here, he faced this way. He hit it. While in the middle of falling, the ball coming, he falling. All he did was swing his neck. That's it. Knocked that hoe in just like that. It was 1-0 rest of the game. Brighton didn't score any goals. Tottenham was playing that goddamn D with that 3-5-2 formation they switched to, man. It was like a wall, boy. The great wall of Tottenham. Tottenham advances 1-0. Crystal Palace and Leeds. My boy Brendan Aronson went on a run. I'm talking about weaving through that D. Dribble moves. He tries to shoot it. It bounces off the post. I wanted that to go in bad, but that boy Pascal had swooped in, saved it, and knocked that hoe in to give Leeds the early lead over Crystal Palace. Not too long after that, 14 minutes later, Crystal Palace had them a set piece. They crossed into the box. That boy Edward hopped up, headed that hoe in to equalize the game and to score in back-to-back Premier League games. Shout out that boy Edward. It was tied up basically the rest of the game until like the last 15 minutes. Crystal Palace was moving that rock. That boy Zaha got the ball. He did a nice ass swaggy back heel assist to that boy Eze. man. AJ dribbled across that box and knocked that hoe in just like that. Shout out that boy Zaha, even though I might not like him, he do play with swag. He do got that swag when he playing. Shout out that boy Izzy too, because he be playing ball. Palace wins 2-1. West Ham versus Fulham, bro. I'm tired of teams opening up the scoring early and then letting the team that they face go on a goddamn run. It only took 5 minutes for Fulham to score in this game. They was on a counter attack. That boy Andreas had the ball, single player goal. He running with the ball himself, and he knocked that hoe in. But after that, West Ham went on a 3-goal run. And speaking of Andreas, that man conceded a goddamn penalty in the 28th minute, bro. He had tackled a dude on the ground, drug dude on the ground, or the dude flopped. I don't know what the hell happened, but he conceded a penalty. And Jared Bowen ended up knocking that hoe in to equalize the game. Then in the second half, 62 minutes, that boy Lucas hit a good pop-up pass to Skamaka. Skamaka hit a little pop-up shot, and it went in. And after he made that shot, he just stood there. He popped that hoe up just like that. And he didn't run when he celebrate. He didn't dance, nothing. He just stood there and looked like this with his hands on his hips. I say, that is cold-blooded, bro. He could have just been standing there because they had to check the goal for VAR. I ain't gonna lie. That hoe was handball, bro. We all seen the replay. It was handball. But they didn't call a goddamn handball. The goal ended up counted. And after the goal counted, after they counted the goal, that's when he went around, ran, and celebrated. Then to put the icing on the cake and added time, that boy Antonio shot the ball. The goalkeeper blocked it. And then Tim goddamn Ream, the American. He interfered with the goalkeeper. He tried to get the ball. Him and the goalkeeper is fighting over the ball. And Antonio was like, man, move! He just took the ball and knocked that hoe in just like that. Iced on the cake. West Ham over Fulham 3-1. Arsenal versus Liverpool. What a game. First off, go ahead and say that. Y'all know I'm a Liverpool fan. What a goddamn game. That gotta be a damn classic for future reference. Arsenal with 8 wins in their last 9 games. They still top of the table. Shout out to them Arsenal boys. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be top of the table until they run into Man City. Liverpool ain't lost to Arsenal in like 9 games going into this game. So one can say that them you never walk alone boys on them Gunner boys. And I'm sure Arsenal heard all this talk. They heard all the hoorah, even though Liverpool on the down year, it's still Liverpool. First minute of the game, that man Martinelli. Arsenal on the goddamn counterattack. Everybody running. Saliba to Odegaard. Martinelli run down the middle. Odegaard to goddamn Martinelli. Martinelli knocked that hoe in to make it 1-0 as soon as the goddamn game start. Then that boy Darwin Nunez to get his 2nd goal of the season. That boy struck back. He made me happy with that goal. Luis Diaz ended up passing inside the box to Darwin. Darwin did one of those sliding tap-in goals. And speaking of Luis Diaz, that man is out for what? 6 weeks? 6 to 8 weeks? That is 10 games. He's finna be out, bro. We gonna miss that man because he is high-key the best player on Liverpool. Shame on y'all Arsenal boys. Shame for y'all Arsenal boys for booing every time that boy Luis Diaz knelt on the ground, bro. He was actually in pain. He was really in pain. Y'all think he faking? Y'all think he flopping? That man is now out 6 to 8 weeks, man. We need an apology in the comments for booing that man. Everybody was sure it was going to be 1-1 going into halftime, but in 5 minutes added time before the half ended. Them boys, Arsenal went on a run. Booyah was running down the middle. They passed the hoe to Booyah knocked that hoe in, man. 2-1. Arsenal took the lead going into halftime. But then you never walk alone, boys. Say, we're not done fighting. That boy, Roberto Firmino. 53 minutes in, that boy struck that hoe in the bottom right corner to tie the ball game up 2-2. And then this is where the game went downhill because Arsenal got the most Mickey Mouse, the softest penalty I have ever seen in my life. I'm talking about minimal contact. Even the commentator was like, oh yeah, that is minimal contact right there. There is no type of contact. That shouldn't be no goddamn penalty. Even the commentator was like, that's a Mickey Mouse penalty, bruv. And then that boy Booyah had stood up there to shoot the penalty. And I was hoping the Euro 2020 Booyah was gonna show up. I hope he was gonna fluff that hoe and choke. But he didn't choke, he didn't fluff. He said he's grown since the Euro 2020. He's grown since the little England boy who missed the penalty to win the goddamn Euros. He hit that hoe in. Arsenal get a Mickey Mouse ass dub over Liverpool 3-2. Shout out them Arsenal boys. I hope y'all enjoy y'all spot at the top of the table until y'all have to play Man City. But enjoy it though. Y'all deserve it, man. Everton versus Manchester United. You know how I was just talking about somebody scoring early and then a team going on a run? That happened again in this game. Everton scored in the first 5 minutes of the game with a goddamn banger. That boy Alex Iwobi with an outside that beast. And there is no way you hit her outside that beezy. That goddamn miraculously, it let Manchester United score 2 straight to win the game. Anthony scored 10 minutes after that on the counter attack. He got the ball. He switched that hoe to his left foot super quick. I'm talking about that's the fastest ball foot switch I have ever seen. He switched that hoe to his left foot and then knocked that hoe in. And he becomes the first Manchester United player to score 3 goals in his first 3 appearances. Shout out to that boy Anthony. Then before halftime, some more history was made. That boy Casemiro poked the ball away from Iwabi and then he passed the hoe to Cristiano. Cristiano got that hoe. Goal, 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 goal. 700th career goal for Mr. CR7. Shout out to that boy Cristiano Ronaldo, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Nobody scored in the second half. Manchester United over them Everton boys 2-1. Then the last game of the evening, we got Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, another bottom of the table matchup. 15 minutes, Nottingham Forest had a set piece. They crossed that hoe to the center of the box. Emmanuel Dennis headed that hoe to go up 1-0. Damn. 7 minutes later, dead ass gotta be goal of the week. I don't do goal of the week for the Premier League. I only do goal of the week for the Champions League. But if I did goal of the week for the Premier League match reviews, Ashley Young outside that beezy nastily, hands down, gotta be goal of the week. That hoe is disgusting. Tied the ball game up 1-1 and nobody ended up scoring the rest of the game. There was a final score, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa tied up 1-1. That's the end of the match week review, man. I definitely plan on taking a trip over there to England to watch one of the games. And it's crazy because I was supposed to go to the Liverpool and Arsenal game with my girl, but something had came up. And also, them goddamn ticket prices was atrocious. Somebody let me know or hit me up on Instagram, on Twitter, something. Let me know, like, or if you American, it'll be better. What's the easiest way, like travel plan wise, hotel wise and whatnot, to like going to a Premier League game? Like from Dallas to Liverpool, there is no non-stop trips there. I gotta take a non-stop flight to London and then probably take a train from London to goddamn Liverpool to watch the Liverpool game. And the train from London to Liverpool is like 3 hours. So it's a lot, bro. It's a lot for me to go over there and take a trip to watch a Premier League game and who to watch. And I don't know, bro. I might have to catch Liverpool in London or something like that. I'm going to try to go next year, 2023. I'm going to try to hit a game after the World Cup. We go see what happens, but I need advice with all that traveling stuff because I have never been outside the United States, so I need help with a lot of that stuff, man. Hey, I'm out.